quick, tidy. Right, how about that? So Marcella Hazan wrote probably the best and the most famous basic tomato sauce recipe. It has 3 ingredients. It has tinned, well, I use tinned, you can use fresh if you live in Italy and it's summer. 2 tins of plum tomatoes, 75 grams of, obviously I prefer salted butter, and an onion cut in half. That is it. I've taken this recipe and added my favorite ingredient. I don't know why I'm still holding the Parmesan. My favorite ingredient of anchovies. So this is now a 4 ingredient recipe. It is, you put everything in a pan. There's no sautéing, there's no chopping, there's no nothing. You put it in. It has this incredible marriage of flavour that happens as they cook together for 40 minutes and it's done. And it is unctuous and rich and deeply tomatoey and so delicious. So you need this, your completely basic bitch tomato sauce. I'm sorry, Marcella, for calling it that, but it is, and you need this in your cooking armory. You'll thank me later. For the start of this basic, was 3, now 4 ingredient pasta, we are going to get a tin of anchovies. Now I use a whole tin, so I'm going to literally give the bottom of this pan just a lick of oil. Lift these anchovies in and they are gonna melt. And we are gonna do not mine, I have a friend who works at the River Cafe in London, and she said they use only peeled whole plum tomatoes in any tomato dish. This little trick has exponentially elevated every single dish that I make that requires tinned tomatoes. So I urge you to do the same from now on. In the time that it's taken me to rinse the tomatoes, the anchovies melted. Do you want to come have a look and see? But that's what you want. They're going to completely melt in to the olive oil into almost a paste. And now I'm going to add to them my rinsed tomatoes and break them up a little. My shallot. You can, oh, that's rotten. Hold on. Gross. Shallots from the farmer's market. Sometimes are a little hit or miss. You can use a regular onion as well. I happen to love the sweetness of shallot, and I'm going to drop it in here. And then I'm going to get a lovely knob of butter. I'm going to let this knob of butter melt into it. Right, okay. No night, sweetie. Gonna make some pasta. What is it, Royers? My life, my life, my life, my life. Pasta's ready. Sauce is done. Pasta's ready. I'm going to drain it. I'm going to reserve a little bit of liquid. I'm going to mix it. We're going to put oodles of Parmesan. I'm going to eat. So let's drain. Got my pot holder. Whoops. Now I've got steamy glasses. Hold on a minute. I can't see, literally can't. Cannot see what I'm doing. Oh my God. Glasses back on. Pasta in the pot. Okay, here, look at this. That is the sauce. Can you see all the butter has surfaced to the top? Making it delicious. Those onions are ready just to remove. Right, I'm going to pour in our sauce. There we go. Look, can you see how it has coated all of the pasta? I like to add some parm here at this point. Oh, I realise I've got my back to that camera. That's brilliant, isn't it? Oh, God, I can't wait to have this. Always serve this in a bowl. It's got some parm in already. It's going to have a little more parm. This is, I just can't explain. This is, I think, my favourite ever tomato sauce. It makes a great pizza base. Works brilliantly if you're doing a more vegetarian lasagna. I mean, obviously there's anchovies, so we can debate that. It's just a great thing to have in your armoury. It's like a fridge basic for pasta. Okay, let's coat this with a little more parm, because why not? And I say we're ready to eat. It just gives it the flavour that, I mean, I need to, it's so good. And with the Parmesan on top, it's like whopper of umami. You need more of this in your life, right? So you better follow along and subscribe for more. Bon appetit.